Always them, never us, but tomorrow, just us. Always them, never us, never you, but tomorrow, just us or just you. My name is Rob, and I want to work for you. Let's discuss. Did you guys know that for 2 weeks, Gary, Indiana's had no power due to a storm? Now, I understand that acts of God happen all the time in America. Here in Rochester, New York, we had an ice storm in 1990 that disabled power through most of the county for a week or two. But that was in 1990. This is 2026. And my whole conversation here with you tonight about always them and never us is about showing you the reflection of what you pay and what our government gives us in our time of need. So here, Gary, Indiana has not had power for 2 weeks. Very few people had even seen this on the news, unless you're from Indiana or one of the states touching, would you even know about this? But to me, it's disturbing. It's disturbing because it's a pattern. It's always a pattern of our government spending money on everybody else, but then when it comes to us or you, they don't spend anything. And so here, it's just unfathomable that 2 weeks, no helicopters from the U.S. military flown in, right? No tents gone in with water, food. And I think about all these things. We set up operations in the Middle East and God knows how many places of war that we're conducting that we don't actually have any public information on. But our government, with all its power, with all its footprints, with its 7 aircraft carriers, can't do nothing for 2 weeks. It can't help the people of Gary, Indiana. Let's take another look at another place. Let's look at East Palestine. You guys remember that? Is that fixed? Remember Trump said he was going to come fix it. Oh, Biden didn't fix it. And, I think it was just last week, people started to be able to move back into their homes, right? Let's take one more. Let's keep going on for a little bit. North Carolina. You remember the Kamala Harris issue in North Carolina, right? People not having any money in that state. Here we are, July 10th, 2026. And FEMA still hasn't recovered, hasn't done anything for most of the people in the state. Now, that's probably, a stretch. But again, look at that paltry number, $48 million approved this week. Okay, that means people have been suffering for however long it's been since the storm went into place. And it just, let's take a little bit steps a little bit farther. When it comes to disaster aid in this country, our president takes a long time to get it approved and frequently targets blue states as a reason why he can't give disaster aid, right? So let's take a look at our defense budget, right? Right now, the U.S. is depleting, millions of its, hundreds, thousands of its interceptors, right? And so when we look at the individual cost, you got $3.9 million, $4 million per Patriot, $15 million per interceptor. Think about that, folks. One $15.5 million THAAD interceptor. Make it two. That's it, just two. Is damn near equal to the aid our government wants to approve for people like you, people who are in disasters areas, right? And, it's like, where do we stop this? Well, you have the power to stop it. You have the power to put people in power who are going to say, hey, enough of this. It's time to stop taking the working man's money. And again, it's always them. All right, always them, but never us. But tomorrow, see, that's the thing about tomorrow. Tomorrow, we can make a choice. The people can make a choice. We can say, hey, enough of this. Look at this. 2 weeks. No power. I understand it's a private company, but the private company is tasked, it's regulated by federal government, state entities. It should have a disaster plan in place. And even if it can't have a disaster plan in place because it's so random of a process, then why can't the federal government? Why don't we see Chinooks on the ground? Why don't we see massive generators that come in and help the people of Gary and Anda? Because again, what it is, it's always about them. It's never about you. One more time, East Palestine still not completely cleaned up. FEMA's still messing around today in 2026 with a disaster that occurred in North Carolina in 2025. Meanwhile, our government, our government, our president sees no reason to help any of us in a time of disaster or need. He just basically says, nope, no money for you guys. And all these delays, all they do is affect you. And they affect you when the president's asking for $1.5 trillion for more defense budgets, right? More defense, more bombs, more missiles, and, a cost of $1 billion a day for us to be in the war in Iran, on top of the fuel costs that you guys have to pay every day at the gas pump. And so I'm going to conclude this video with this, because the video that comes after this is, my name is Rob. I'm not scared of Muslims. Why are you? Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now. And thanks for watching, listening, or just simply paying attention. Bye for now.